Hey everyone, I'm Bitter Steve, and welcome to a special episode of Mixology Phrenology, where we're going to stretch our thinking to create many fabulous uses for a unique cocktail syrup. From a classic like the Dalmatian, to an exotic like the green apple colada, and everything in between. Let's explore black pepper syrup. Oh God, do not drink this straight. This will be a long video, packed with interesting cocktails and amazing ideas, so stick through to the end, and I'll try to throw everything in the description below. In a prior video focused on white grapefruit, I came across a crazy variation on the greyhound and salty dog called the Dalmatian, which consists of vodka, grapefruit juice, and black pepper syrup, which I reformulated as this amazing gin concoction. Version closer to the original specs, though I've substituted aquavit for the vodka. Wow, the ruby grapefruit and that black pepper syrup go well together, and the aquavit just knocks it up a notch. Here I'm using a sweet white grapefruit from the farmer's market, so I've chosen a milder gin. But both of these are fun cocktails, refreshing and juicy. Black pepper syrup is simple. Bring 1 cup of water and 1 cup of sugar to a boil, add in a 1/4 cup of freshly cracked black peppercorns, remove from heat and let it steep for about 30 minutes until cool, and then strain it with a coffee filter. Let's use this syrup in a few classics. The Sazerac calls for rye, but I don't want the pepperiness of the rye to compete with the black pepper, so I'm going to use a cognac. There are rumors that Antoine Peychaud liked to add his bitters to French brandy, possibly one called Sazerac de Forge et Fille, which may have been in the original Sazerac recipe. Wow, that's absolutely amazing. I bet this would go good with rye, too. That's interesting. Well, I may have put a little bit too much bitters in there. I didn't say that, did I? Do I like it? It's interesting. It's a flavor profile you wouldn't normally be exposed to. Will you like it? I don't know, and neither do you. At least not until you try it. And that's why we're here, right? Next up, the Strawberry Shrub Margarita. Let's start with the Shrub. Take 2 cups of rough chopped strawberries in a steel saucepan with 1.5 cups of sugar and 1/2 cup of water. Let this macerate for about an hour, stirring occasionally. We're going to cook this over medium heat for about 5 minutes, then add 1.5 cups of white vinegar and continue to cook while stirring until it comes to a simmer. Remove from heat, add 3 sprigs of tarragon, and let sit uncovered at room temperature for 24 hours. Strain without mashing. I used a sieve first and then a coffee filter to remove the fine particles. Chill in the fridge for at least an hour. This shrub will last for a month. But once you taste the cocktail, maybe just a day or 2. This cocktail is on the cusp of stir versus shake. When I stir it with a clear cube, there's still some harsh edges to deal with, though it mellows out as it sits. I believe that if you shake this one, it'll water down too quickly, ruining the more delicate notes. One of the things I love about this is the flavor drawn out of the tarragon garnish after you finish the cocktail. Most people use tarragon in savory dishes, but this really should be made into candy. It's delicious. For those of you who want the experience of a shrub cocktail, but without all the work and time, let's make the black pepper tangerine. Here's the specs, and I'm using sumo tangerines, but regular will work too, or even oranges, or maybe Tang. Or how about Tampico? That could be interesting. We'll just shake this with cracked ice and pour straight into a glass. I want to dash on some pay shots to add a little bit of depth to the flavor and the look. I don't know if you know this about me, but I like my cocktails bitter. Wow, that's really interesting. I think the tangerine and the black pepper really melt together well. I want to make sure we guys understand this. None of these actually taste like black pepper. So if you're watching this video thinking, wow, why would I want a cocktail that tastes like black pepper? It doesn't. When you make the Dalmatian, the original specs, it tastes like kind of like a red candy from a country that you've never been to, but it's absolutely amazing together. So the black pepper doesn't create a black pepper flavor. It just enhances the other flavors to make them just a little bit unrecognizable. And this is amazing. I do sense that there's tangerine in here, but it's been changed so drastically by the black pepper syrup, and especially with the bitters on top, that it's just an amazing cocktail. Something you guys would enjoy. Look at this. We're almost done with our syrup. This makes a lot of drinks, and we have plenty left for our last cocktail, the Black Apple Colada. This cocktail was interesting, but needed some more work, and unfortunately, I've been having trouble with the process of making the chilling syrup, which takes a minimum of 30 days. It sucks when you spend that much time on something only to have it go bad right at the end. I'll have plenty of fun and delicious cocktails to go along with the syrup in a future video. So like and subscribe so you don't miss out, and I'll have plenty of interesting cocktail adventures until then. See you in the next video.